And today we're going to talk about matching features, which is very similar to matching headings, and it's a part of reading module. We are still in reading modules, but it has some differences than matching headings. I mean the matching features question types. Now in matching features, instead of matching headings, we don't get headings to match. In fact, we get some part of the paragraph or the information being provided as options. I know, very complex information which I have provided you right now. Example will help you to go through it. So what you do is you match set of statements to a list of options, right? There are plenty of statements like this, and you have options like A, B, C, and these statements you match with the information provided here. Whichever matches is an answer. And the options are the features from the text. You got it. That's why it's called matching the feature itself. So the options are actually a group of features that you have to match with the set of statements. All right, now let me show you an example of it so that you get clear about it. So if you see here, we have a passage here on the left, right? This is a passage. Here we have instructions. And here we have questions. Among these questions, we have something called statements. These are options. The options are called features. If you might have noticed, we have used these words. Features, questions, instructions, and passage. Clear about this, right? You have to search for where and who uses rockets as war weapons. Clear, right? Who uses weapons as war weapons. Now let me make it one more thing clear. This is an example for you to understand or practice, but in exam you will definitely not get 2 as questions. You might get 7, 6 or 8 or these many numbers. Options will be same, 7, 8 or 9. Mostly options are more, right? And they might repeat in the answers. They are mentioned here. You may use any letter more than once. If they don't want you to repeat, they won't mention this. If there are chances, they will mention that. Okay, good. Now let's try to solve this example which we have seen. Let's try to do it. This is the same example I've shown you. This is a short question type, right? I'm not going to give you more than 2 minutes to solve this. So you have just 2 minutes. Try to find the answer, and I wish you good luck. All right, and we are back. Now, The point is you have to check if these answers are matching what you have provided, in your book. Let's see that. Answers in the form of solution. The first one is A. Second one, which is number 8, is D. So this is A and this is D. Now, how did you get this answer? We'll discuss that later. For now, if you have written correct answers, wonderful. If not, no worries. We're going to see how we're going to solve these kind of questions. Yeah. Okay. So the pointers, as I said, are the hints. We'll start with hint number 1. Number 1, always understand that we have to do the question first. We have to notice the question first. You cannot go to the passage and read it and waste a lot of time. See, we have 40 questions in reading, and we have 60 minutes. If you are wasting a lot of time, you might not get enough time to do the last section or any number of questions. Like at least 7 to 8 you'll miss if you keep reading the passages or more. It's important here. Next thing is always, as I said, read the question first and then comes the passage. After you read the question first, move on to the passage. Of course, that's the most important thing after that, right? After understanding the question, don't just wither around and read all the questions first. One question, go to the passage, find the answer. Next question, go to the passage and then find the answer. It's possible you might find one answer as A, and next time you see that, oh, probably that's not the correct answer. Maybe because you found the next one. So if you look at it, if in case there's a tiny mistake you make, you can understand from the second one, but you can't just read 2 questions at the same time and then find 2. That's not how it works. Always read the question first, that is the first question or any number you are at, and then move to the passage. Okay. Now, if you look at this, where are the questions? You can recognize question by this numbering. It is never numbered as Roman numbers or as ABC or as, the capital ones. Is always is like in this form, normal numbers, right? If you look at this, you always go for this one first after reading the instructions, of course. If you allow it to use more than once, then proceed to the whole the passage. Then you can't just jumble in the question itself, because there are 2, you can see them, otherwise you can't. Yeah, cool. The next one is keyword. What is this keyword? See, after the question comes the passage, and after the passage you look for keywords. What are these keywords? Let me show you. Rockets as war weapons. Rockets and war weapons should be used, or synonym of war weapon might be used. I'm not saying exactly they'll be used as war weapons, but rockets and war weapons, whenever you see them together, you should get a signal. My answer probably is here. Now, if you look here, the incentive for the more aggressive use of rockets, I'm reading from here, came not from within the European continent, but from far away India, whose leaders had built up a corps of rocketeers and used rockets successfully against the British in the last 18th century. If you see that, they have mentioned aggressive use of rockets. So this word, more aggressive use of rockets, is giving you hint as war weapons. Right. Second thing, within the European continent, but from far away India. See, they already mentioned the answer here. Rockets use a war weapon, mentioned here in the first part. Second part provides you answer, that's by A. Cool, second one. I'm not going to provide you answer second where I found it. We'll see later. But rocket launcher. See, using a rocket launcher for the first time. Now this word, rocket launcher, is a part of 2 words. It's like a phrase. What I want you to do is expect that they might be using in separate places. They might be providing you this information in various places. They might provide rocket first and then launcher again in different places. Don't just look for rocket launcher. Don't just get stuck to that. Expect synonyms, expect different usage, or expect, those words separately, but in a same tandem, in a equal tandem. Okay, cool. Now, you might find the answer in not just one single sentence, but maybe more than one sentence. What it means by your answer might not be a single sentence. You have to read for relation from the first sentence to the next sentence. That will be the way it is in every sentence, in every question type in reading. You cannot probably find answer by reading one single sentence where you found the keyword. Generally, what people do is they follow half of the instructions. They say, okay, I was given instruction, questions first, I did it. Then I searched the keyword, I did it. Now, when I go to the passage, I try to find answer from a sentence, I can't find it. Maybe I am, lost. No, you're not lost. You're just looking for exact keywords, or you're looking in a single sentence. Please don't do that. Keep searching, right? So you might, more than one sentence might be needed, as I said. Now, if you look here, you were lucky about the first part, right? Next part, you might, what I mean to say is, see, this is a phrase, Americans developed a rocket, completed with its own launcher, right? Because in this part, we are lucky. We are getting rocket and launcher and Americans in a single part, but in different phrases. Otherwise, they can talk about America a lot, and then next sentence they could say, and they were the first one to use it as launches for those things, for the rockets they were using. So they can do such things, and you will be like, oh, they have not mentioned anything about people or any country. That's not how it's supposed to be. Okay, good. The last one is important, that you eliminate the useless options. The obvious options, what I mean by that is, the obvious options should be eliminated because it's going to help you to reduce the options and hence find the answers easily. Now, if you look here, in the whole passage, you can definitely find Indians, the word British, Arabs, I don't see anything as Arab. So maybe eliminate. Americans, yes. So the answer is probably Indian, British, or Americans. This reduces the hard work. Now you don't have to worry about C. You have to worry about A, B, or D. Right. And even British is over in the first part. So if you found India as answer, you might not even search for British after that. So you're left with initially with Indian and British. And when that is over, Arab is not possible. Hence, America is the answer, obvious answer for the last one. Got my point? What's happening here? We are using a little bit of brain plus a little bit of a logic and a trick to find the answers easily. Good. Right. So this was the question type which we studied today, that is matching the feature. It's not matching the heading. Remember that. It sounds similar, but is not. And you have many things like, you have to read the question first, then go for the keyword, expect the answer in various places, distributed, and please eliminate the option if you can. And that's how you're going to find answer for this. I hope you practice well after this session, and I wish you good luck. See you later. Bye-bye.